A single vehicle accident near the Bradford Junction claimed the lives of 2 people. We'll tell you what happened. Plus, the Indiana Supreme Court has made its decision on the proposed coal gasification plant for the city of Rockport, what they decided, and how officials are reacting. And Christine Golden and Anita Murphy with the Jasper and Dubois branch libraries are our guests this evening on Informed. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. We begin tonight with the second car accident this week that has claimed lives. A one-vehicle crash in southern Dubois County claimed the lives of 2 people last night. Just before 6:15 p.m., Dubois County Sheriff's deputies were called to a single-vehicle accident along State Road 64 just east of State Road 162 involving serious injury and potential entrapment. Deputies say their preliminary investigation found that 20-year-old Carlisha Dooley of Ferdinand was eastbound along State Road 64 at a high rate of speed when she lost control of her vehicle. Dooley's vehicle hit a guardrail along the south side of the roadway, which caused it to go down an embankment, go through a tree, and possibly overturn before coming to rest on its tires. Deputies say 2 passengers in the vehicle, 20-year-old Jessica Morgan of Birdseye and 28-year-old Eric Burrow of Dale, were tended to by medical personnel, but were later pronounced dead by the Dubois County Coroner's Office. Dooley was taken to Memorial Hospital by ambulance and was later airlifted to St. Mary's Hospital in Evansville, where she is currently listed in stable condition. Police have not yet released the extent of her injuries. Dooley's vehicle was totaled in the crash, and the guardrail also suffered damage. State Road 64 was closed for about 2.5 hours last night while the accident scene was being cleaned up. Deputies say their investigation into this accident is still ongoing. The St. Anthony Fire Department, St. Anthony First Responders, the Ferdinand Police Department, Memorial Hospital EMS, the Dubois County Coroner's Office, and several onlookers all assisted. As mentioned, this was the second fatal car accident to take place this week. Back on Sunday, 21-year-old Mitchell House of Ferdinand was also killed. In other news this evening, the Indiana Supreme Court has cleared the way for construction of a coal gasification plant in Rockport. The state's high court ruled unanimously yesterday that an alteration of the contract the plant's developers signed with the Indiana Finance Authority did not constitute a significant change. Opponents of the project had argued the contract should be invalidated. Rockport Mayor Harold Gaffinet says the plant would have a big impact.
The Indiana Gasification plant would definitely be a shot in the arm for Spencer County and the city of Rockport. We're like all the other cities and towns in the state of Indiana. We were hit hard by the property tax cap, and this would definitely boost our economy down here in the southern part of the state.
Gaffinet says the potential for 250 new jobs and the $3 billion investment by the company will also be a big addition to the local tax base. Under the contract, the state will buy the synthetic gas produced by the plant at fixed prices for 30 years. The state would then resell the gas and consumers would either make or lose money. The state has not said how much it will pay for the gas as of this point. Justice Mark Massa ruled in favor of the project after declining to recuse himself from the vote despite a close friendship with the project's lead developer. Another local school corporation is feeling some impact from the recent winter weather. During last night's Northeast Dubois School Board meeting, Superintendent Bill Hoaxsong announced makeup dates for the 3 recent snow days that the corporation had to use. Hoaxsong says though there is some concern in the corporation about using 3 snow days this early in the winter season, he says the days are serving their purpose.
Oh, that's always concerning, but that's why we build them in, and whatever happens, happens. We'll make it through. But we didn't have to add any new snow makeup days. These were ones already on the calendar, so we're hoping that doesn't cause any confusion or anything. So it is what it is.
The Friday, December 6th snow day will be made up on Friday, January 3rd. Thus, the last day of the upcoming winter break for Northeast Dubois students will be Thursday, January 2nd. The corporation will make up its December 9th snow day on February 14th, and the December 10th snow day will be made up on February 17th. Hoaxong informed the board last night that the district still has 3 snow days left in this year's calendar. Now, the Greater Jasper School Board has also adjusted its calendar to adapt to the recent snow days. Also last night, Hoaxong informed the board that the Department of Local Government Finance has approved the corporation's budget for next year. He also announced that the tax rate for the corporation would drop by about 7.5 cents per $100 of assessed value due to an unexpected increase in the overall assessed value. Hoaxong says it should come as good news to the local taxpayers.
I think that's good news for our taxpayers. I'm sure they always appreciate that. And that's due to a few things. Last summer we refinanced our pension bonds and saved some money, so we knew we'd have some savings there. And the second factor to that was our assessed value went up quite a bit this year, which was a pleasant surprise. And any time you get that, that just means there's more people to spread the cost to. So it helps everyone in the long run.
Hoaxong says the assessed value increased by about $10 million this year, which is 5 times more than what it usually does. Finally this evening, the City of Jasper has now finalized its membership in a statewide coalition geared towards clean energy. During Monday night's Utility Service Board meeting, the board heard a presentation from Kelly Walsh, the Executive Director of Greater Indiana Clean Cities Coalition. In her presentation, Walsh highlighted that the coalition serves 2/3 of the state of Indiana and has secured more than $22 million in federal and state grants since 2004. Walsh says obtaining that funding is not the only thing that the coalition does, though it is important.
The funding, yeah, and the sort of holding of their hand through the process of determining which fuel makes the most sense for them, connecting them with the vendors and the technology providers to talk in depth about the product once we kind of narrow it down to the fuels and technologies that will work best in their application.
Walsh says she believes the Cleaner Coalition as a whole is seen as a one-stop shop for cities seeking alternative energy sources. She says the goal of the coalition in its work with the City of Jasper is clear.
Help them achieve the goals of things that they're looking at once we narrow down what that is. I mean, right now, really, the workshop that I'm going to do January 31st is designed to help fleets in and around Jasper, no matter their size or their operation, look at natural gas and propane to see if it's an option that'll work for them.
Now, the Clean Cities Coalition, which was originally founded back in 1992 following the Energy Policy Act's implementation that same year, has nearly 100 coalitions all across the country and almost 18,000 stakeholders. Coming up after the break, your local forecast, sports with Kurt Gooksell, and Inform featuring Christine Golden and Anita Murphy with the Jasper and the Dubois branch libraries. That's all up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.